Hey Bougie click. Oftentimes when women or men get plastic surgery or more specifically BBLs, they get a sense of entitlement. They start to believe that they are better than people who were born with the attributes they had to go to a doctor to get. However, when they do not receive the attention they wanted, they began to hate naturally beautifully women. BBLs attract sexual attention, and that attention leads to the delusional behavior of women and men who cannot read the room. Will a bigger booty really make you prettier? The Brazilian butt lift, BBL, has become a popular cosmetic procedure among women seeking to enhance their physical appearance. While the allure of a curvy figure can be tempting, an unsettling narrative has emerged around women who opt for this procedure. The perception that women with BBLs are delusional and regard themselves as superior to those with natural bodies is a topic worthy of exploration. Additionally, the types of men that BBL recipients attract often lack the qualities of good character, leading to unhealthy and degrading relationships. Women with BBLs consider themselves superior to those with natural bodies. Many women who undergo the procedure do so believing it will elevate their status or desirability, both socially and romantically. This belief is often fueled by social media, where influencers and celebrities showcase seemingly perfect lives accompanied by surgically enhanced bodies. Women who opt for Brazilian butt lifts, BBLs, often do so driven by low self-esteem and a desire to compete with conventionally attractive women in the dating market. For some, achieving the curvaceous ideal promises a newfound confidence and attention they hadn't experienced before. However, this sudden spotlight can lead to a false sense of superiority, sometimes manifesting as bullying towards others who haven't undergone similar procedures. Yet, reality quickly sets in. Many BBLs are noticeable and can appear unnatural, undermining the illusion of beauty they aim to create. These women might find themselves humbled as they realize that the attention they receive is superficial and fleeting. Moreover, the men they attract often lack the qualities they truly desire, reinforcing the idea that true self-worth and fulfilling relationships cannot be surgically acquired. In terms of romantic relationships, the men that women with BBLs often attract may not possess the traits of character and integrity that contribute to healthy partnerships. Instead, these relationships can be characterized by superficiality, where physical appearance is prioritized over emotional connection and mutual respect. As a result, women with BBLs may find themselves in situations where infidelity and disrespect are prevalent. The focus on aesthetics over substance can lead to a cycle of dissatisfaction, as both parties remain engaged for reasons other than genuine compatibility. Furthermore, the experiences of women with BBLs being cheated on or degraded highlight the challenges of seeking love and validation through physical appearance alone. While society often equates attractiveness with value, this superficial measure can attract partners who are more interested in conquest than commitment. Consequently, women may feel undervalued and objectified, as their worth is tied to their physical enhancements rather than their intrinsic qualities. In the pursuit of glamour and wealth, some women undergo cosmetic procedures hoping to increase their chances of being flued out to exotic locales. However, the allure of being whisked away by affluent men often masks a darker reality. Tales of women being flown to opulent destinations like Dubai reveal a troubling narrative where they experience mistreatment and degradation at the hands of wealthy patrons. These women are treated like prostitutes and even defecated on. These experiences are echoed in stories of exclusive parties, such as those rumored to occur at Diddy's house, where the veneer of luxury and excitement can quickly fade, leaving women feeling objectified and exploited. Despite the promise of opulence, these encounters frequently underscore a grim truth: the pursuit of external validation and status can lead to situations where dignity and respect are sacrificed for fleeting moments of perceived prestige. So, you think going under the knife for a BBL is going to solve all your self-esteem and relationship issues? That's a laugh. You can't just slap on a new rear end and expect authentic self-worth and meaningful relationships to magically appear. Those things come from the heart, not a surgeon's scalpel. Sure, it's your body, your choice. But don't kid yourself thinking that a curvy figure is the golden ticket to a confident and fulfilling life. Looking like a rapper's baby mama is giving plaything to a lot of men and not wife. Women with Brazilian butt lifts, BBLs, often find themselves in relationships where they feel compelled to provide for their partners, sometimes going as far as purchasing extravagant gifts or property. This dynamic can be attributed to the misconception that lavish gestures will solidify their relationships and gain them the respect they crave. For example, high-profile instances like Ari Fletcher gifting money bag Yolande highlights this trend. However, these grand acts often go unreciprocated or are revoked when the relationship ends, as seen with Quavo and Saweetie and how he took back a car he had given her, or Cam Newton and his ex. This pattern underscores a troubling imbalance where women invest heavily in men who may not value them beyond their appearance or financial contribution, leading to a cycle of dependency and exploitation. Despite the allure of gifting and grand gestures, many of these relationships lack a foundation of mutual respect and appreciation. Men often perceive these women as lacking self-esteem, equating their willingness to undergo a life-threatening surgery such as a BBL with a desire for male validation at any cost. This perception can result in a lack of genuine respect from their partners. Ultimately, men who seek long-term partners typically value women with clear boundaries and self-respect. Women with BBLs may inadvertently reinforce stereotypes, undermining their worth beyond physical appearance and inadvertently perpetuating a cycle where they are valued for what they can offer rather than who they are.
What is a BBL? A Brazilian butt lift, BBL, is a cosmetic procedure that enhances the shape and size of the buttocks without implants. Here's a detailed breakdown of the BBL procedure. Fat transfer technique. The BBL procedure involves fat grafting, where fat is harvested from other parts of the body, such as the abdomen, hips, lower back, or thighs. This fat is then purified and injected into the buttocks to create a fuller, more rounded contour. Surgical steps. Liposuction is performed to remove fat from the donor sites. The removed fat is then processed to isolate the fat cells. These fat cells are strategically injected into the buttocks to achieve the desired volume and shape. Recovery and results. Recovery can vary, but patients are usually advised to avoid sitting directly on their buttocks for a few weeks after the procedure. It may take up to 6 months to see the final results, and the outcomes can last for years, provided there are no significant weight fluctuations. Risks and considerations. BBL has a higher risk profile compared to other cosmetic procedures, with the most significant risk being a pulmonary fat embolism, PFE. Safety guidelines suggest only injecting the fat into the subcutaneous space and using ultrasound-guided tools to avoid blood vessels. The link between low self-esteem and plastic surgery. Low self-esteem can significantly contribute to the decision to undergo plastic surgery. Here's how. Seeking external validation. Individuals with low self-esteem may seek plastic surgery as a way to feel more accepted and validated by society. They might believe that altering their appearance will lead to greater acceptance and love from others. Body image and media influence. The media often portrays idealized images of beauty, which can exacerbate feelings of inadequacy and low self-worth. People may turn to plastic surgery in hopes of attaining these unrealistic standards. Mental health and cosmetic procedures. For some, plastic surgery is seen as a way to improve mental well-being by addressing aspects of their appearance that cause them distress. However, it's important to approach such decisions with a healthy mindset and realistic expectations. Perpetuating insecurities. Pursuing physical perfection through surgery can lead to a cycle of dissatisfaction, where individuals are never truly content with their appearance, regardless of the number of procedures they undergo. Impact on self-esteem. While plastic surgery can boost confidence for some, it's not a guaranteed solution for low self-esteem. It's crucial for individuals to consider the psychological implications and ensure they are not using surgery as a sole means to address deeper emotional issues. In essence, while plastic surgery can offer temporary relief for certain insecurities, it's vital to address the underlying causes of low self-esteem through self-acceptance and psychological support. It's also important for individuals to have a thorough understanding of the potential risks and to set realistic expectations about the outcomes of such procedures. Women who were born with the BBL aesthetic are continually complaining about not being taken seriously by men. They complain about being constantly objectified. Whether people want to admit it or not, BBLs are mostly for male attention. Women or men who are not objectified by men but want to be are the main people who get BBLs. While women get online and praise women who are overweight and not conventionally attractive, telling them to love themselves even if men do not, in private, they leave the country to become what men want. However, what a man wants to sleep with is different from what a man wants to wife. Facial attractiveness and a healthy waist-to-hip ratio more often than not overrides everything else. While the decentering men movement sounds nice biologically, biblically, spiritually, and physically, women were made for men. Almost everything a woman does consciously and subconsciously is for a man and vice versa. You cannot reinvent the wheel. Internal validation refers to the process of accepting and valuing one's own thoughts, feelings, and self-worth from within, rather than seeking approval or affirmation from external sources. It's about recognizing and affirming your own experiences and emotions as legitimate, without the need for them to be acknowledged or confirmed by others. While that sounds nice, you are not the only person in the world. We live in a male-ran society, so like it or not, their opinions matter. If you think you are pretty but no one else does, is your internal validation actually making you feel better? Probably not. The term male validation refers to the approval or positive attention one might seek from men. It's a concept that involves looking for compliments, praise, affirmations, or any other form of acknowledgement from men, often to feel better about oneself or to secure a place in a social hierarchy. This can happen in various settings, including personal relationships, workplaces, or social circles. If people do not think you are pretty, you cannot obtain pretty privilege, no matter how you feel about yourself. Now, just because we have to appeal to society does not mean we have to agree with it. Nevertheless, women who appeal to society are in a better position to change it. The key is to not be delusional. Know what you got and learn how to use it. I am not against plastic surgery, but so much more goes into being beautiful or having pretty privilege, and it does not just happen overnight. Most women who go under the knife are still insecure and often become entitled and arrogant to mask the hate they still have for themselves. Because people who were not born pretty falsely think that surgery will solve all their problems, and when it does not, they hate on women who are pretty privileged. Look at Erica Banks and Zendaya. One is skinny, and the other is curvy, but a BBL did not make Erica Banks more desirable than Zendaya. Erica Banks even said, "If she don't look how I want her to look, physically, I don't want her to go because the look of everything is so important to me." Like, if she ain't thick enough, nope. Hair not did good enough, nope. Can't dress, nope. Skinny, nope. And it's like I don't feel like I'm discriminating. I just want a certain type of look. She could be the sweetest girl I ever met in my life. But if she don't look the part, I don't want her to come. That's just not the vibe I'm on. Now she can come to the cookout. She can come to a listening party. But the club, I feel like a bitch gotta look a certain way to come. This goes to show how delusional these women are. Also, the caliber of men these women obtain are usually low value. I don't mean just money when I say this, I also mean men who openly cheat and mistreat them. And yes, I know skinny and pretty privileged women get cheated on too, but there is obviously a difference. Look at Cardi B and Offset or Nicki Minaj and her man. Men put women into categories, and a woman with a BBL is often looked at for pleasure. Also, these women more often than not are going 50-50. The link between body dysmorphic disorder, BDD, and plastic surgery is a topic of considerable interest and concern within the medical and psychological communities. Here's what the research suggests. Seeking solutions in surgery. Individuals with BDD often seek out plastic surgery in hopes of correcting perceived flaws that are either minor or not visible to others. They may believe that surgery will alleviate their distress and improve their quality of life. Unrealistic expectations. People with BDD may have unrealistic expectations about the outcomes of cosmetic procedures, thinking that these surgeries will fix their perceived flaws and, by extension, their life problems. Limited improvement. Research indicates that most individuals with BDD who undergo cosmetic surgery see little to no improvement in the intensity of their symptoms. Only a small fraction, about 2.3%, experiences long-term improvement in overall BDD symptoms after surgical or minimally invasive procedures. Risks of multiple procedures. There's a risk that after the initial procedure, individuals with BDD may fixate on another part of their body they wish to change, leading to multiple surgeries. Importance of psychological treatment. Experts often recommend that individuals with BDD receive psychological treatment, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, before considering cosmetic surgery. Addressing the underlying psychological issues may reduce the perceived need for surgery and improve overall mental health. While plastic surgery might seem like a solution for those with BDD, it often fails to address the root of the disorder. Psychological interventions are considered more effective in managing BDD and should be explored as a primary treatment option. What is body dysmorphia? Body dysmorphia, clinically known as body dysmorphic disorder, BDD, is a mental health condition where an individual is preoccupied with one or more perceived defects or flaws in their physical appearance. These flaws are often minor or not observable to others. Here's a comprehensive overview. Symptoms: excessive self-scrutiny in mirrors or avoiding mirrors altogether. Constantly seeking reassurance about one's appearance from others. Frequent cosmetic procedures with little satisfaction. Excessive grooming or makeup application. Extreme self-consciousness and social avoidance.
Causes. The exact cause of BDD is unknown, but it may involve a combination of genetic, neurobiological, environmental, and psychological factors. A history of trauma or bullying, especially related to appearance, may contribute to its development. I'm not suggesting that all women who undergo Brazilian butt lifts, BBLs, are inherently unattractive. Beauty is subjective and diverse. However, it's essential to recognize that many women opt for BBLs with the hope of gaining attention from men who may have overlooked them with their natural bodies. This pursuit often stems from societal pressures and a desire to fit into a narrowly defined standard of beauty, which can indicate underlying issues of low self-esteem. While a BBL can enhance physical appearance, it's crucial to understand that true validation and self-worth begin from within, not through external approval. Even if a BBL attracts the attention of men who previously ignored you, that doesn't necessarily mean they genuinely like you. They might just be noticing your desperation for attention. A desperate person will do anything. Conversely, just because certain men don't pay attention to you doesn't imply that you are unattractive. Sometimes, rejection is a reflection of their own insecurities or lack of readiness for something serious, especially if your natural look conveys that you're a classy woman to be taken seriously. While a BBL projects a more carefree image like fun girl or whore. As we wrap up today's discussion, it's clear that many men lean towards a more natural look rather than the exaggerated results some BBLs can produce. If you're considering this procedure, remember that a subtle enhancement might resonate more with those preferences. Ultimately, the choice to alter your body should come from your own desires, not just the chase for temporary attention. True confidence is something that can't be achieved through surgery. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching and see you next time. What do you think? Is someone with a BBL bullying you? Let me know in the comments section. Stay bougie.